Great battle will take off right from the beginning in this first row. William Byron and Daniel Suarez. William Byron from Junior Motorsports on the outside. JGR, Joe Gibbs Racing, on the inside. Green flags in the air.
Really good start by Daniel Suarez to kind of be able to match the takeoff of William Byron. Isn't going to get the lead, but a good start.
How many grooves will we see through the turns at this racetrack?
Well, we already see 2. The question is, will we see 3 or 4? This racetrack can widen up. Just don't know how this new tire is going to lay rubber down. It's a new tire Goodyear brought with an effort of trying to widen the groove out.
Well, and you can already see the 7 of Justin Allgaier with a big slide off turn 2 as we go on board with him. You mentioned grooves. It's not just as simple as running around the bottom of the racetrack. When you run up the racetrack like the 7 just did right there, you can change the shape of the corner. Kind of put a diamond to it, turn back down on corner exit. Well, Jeff, we're really focused on the top 3, top 4, but you mentioned it as you see Brandon pull an aggressive move on Cole Custer. Gets behind the left rear quarter.
Oh, around goes to 33. So Brandon Jones, and there's contact. The 93 gets into him.
Got hit hard right rear.
And just snuck through there was the 19 of Matt Tifft. I was going to explain. You talked about it on the grid. Matt Tifft had to go to the back. Luckily, he got through that wreck, but Brandon Jones, heavy damage on that 33 car.
It looked like initially he had spun around and hadn't made contact about anything, but Jeff Green just couldn't get slowed down and got into him.
Take a look. The 33 slid up the racetrack.
Yeah, it just looked like he was underneath Casey Mears and just no air on the side of the car, and he just spun out. So right here, he's got the brakes locked up, but you mentioned self-cleaning. That's a great example. The banking is so severe here that the car just didn't stay on top of the banking and it slid down.
Trying to save it there, trying to drive the car even while it was sideways.
So see, right, all the brakes are locked up. There you go.
Yes, you see onboard Ryan Reed, that Ford Performance onboard camera is a great shot about how Ryan, he just kind of didn't do anything. He let the wreck happen in front of him and then snuck through. And as I mentioned, Matt Tifft, you said it at the start, had to go to the back because of that flat tire. Well, I won't say lucky, I'll say nice job. He gets on the brakes, gets a shot from behind, and that's really what I think what got the 93 out of control is, you know, that's the thing. How much do you slow down, right? It's that chain reaction. It's like driving down the interstate. Someone gets on the brakes, the accident normally is behind them.
William Byron and Daniel Suarez is the way the race started. We'll see how the restart goes.
Another really good restart by Suarez.
Up the racetrack he goes. He had to catch it. He does before he gets into the 9 of Byron. So Suarez holds on to second, but had his hands full going through 1 and 2. Allgaier's moving up to the 3rd spot.
Here you go, side by side. We just saw a car lose control underneath another one. See how Eric Jones can handle it.
Eric Jones in the 20, just behind Justin Allgaier. Behind them, Ryan Blaney in the 22. There's Allgaier looking back on that battle.
Look at the racetrack. Look how clean it is. Look how bright the concrete is. All of that rubber that we saw at the beginning of the race has been picked up. As these cars roll around slow, those hot tires actually take the rubber off the racetrack. We'll watch as they run. The track will get darker and the shade will become, as we have another yellow.
Again.
Holy smokes. I couldn't even get it out that we were going to have rubber put on the racetrack because they don't run long enough to put me down.
It's the 40 of Chad Fincham. And a lot of damage to the left front and left side of that car. There the 40 got into the back of the 39 and then hard contact with the wall.
It looked like the 90 car, Brandon Brown, just didn't anticipate the 15 slowing down and got into the back of him.
Oh,
big hit.
Those are bigger hits than you think, too. Man, those are. And that's an area that Dover has changed over the years. The softwall used to come to an end right about corner exit, and there were standard walls down both straightaways. But over the last few years, Dover continually improving their racetrack and their facilities by adding that softwall.
So see this stack up? The 07 had trouble, the 39 slowed down, the 40 slowed down, and the 90 just didn't get slowed down.
Justin Allgaier in the 7, trying to make the move up. Couldn't get to the outside of Suarez, so he tucks in behind him. William Byron, Daniel Suarez, Justin Allgaier, 1, 2, 3. Ryan Blaney in the 22s made the pass. He moves up to 4th.
Blaney's done a good job on these restarts. He started 8th. Started this race, has worked up to 4th. Well, there's Cole Custer in that position we keep talking about.
And look, they're lining up to his outside. Sorry, Rick, but as Jeff talked about, those other drivers know he's at a disadvantage as well, right? So they're going to try to get there and just continue the landslide for the 0-0 to lose ground.
William Byron has had great restarts. He's been able to stay out front and even hold off this hard charge by Ryan Blaney. He will win stage 1. And earn himself an all-important playoff point that will advance, if he's able to advance, into the 2nd round.
Daniel Suarez has a long way to go. He's the very first pit stall on pit road. You see him make the dive for that stall. His Cup pit crew is who will take care of him here coming to pit road. Suarez said the car a little bit too free on entry. He said, but I like it. If I could keep it that way all day long, I would. But tight center, tight exit, that's the biggest thing. A left side and right side wedge adjustment. Daniel Suarez trying to gain some spots on pit road. Don't think they did though, Rick.
Blaney was able to grab a spot away from William Byron. Suarez comes off in the same position that he was in before. Tyler Reddick able to get 3 positions off of pit road. Great restart for Blaney. William Byron was able to stay just in front of the 42 of Tyler Reddick. Look how congested it is and difficult as we ride along with Justin Allgaier on the helmet cam.
It was interesting how he entered turn 1, kind of splitting the 2 cars, almost trying to get that little pocket of air that was coming between the 2 cars. Instead of chasing them in the corner, kind of got to the middle of them and found a little bit of fresh air.
Very close to contact between Justin Allgaier and Daniel Hemrick.
So right here, Allgaier's got the outside lane, and Hemrick was giving it to him, but it was so tight because Allgaier got loose. Great work by the spotter on the 21 car.
He needs inside by himself
to let him know that there's a car on the outside.
That was a battle for the 6th position. Allgaier now running in that spot. Cole Custer just in front of him. Tyler Reddick in the 42 running 4th. And Tyler Reddick able to win the race a week ago. Only 3 laps to go in this, the 2nd stage. And look at the playoff storylines. Tiff started in the rear, crashed on lap 6, currently running 10th. William Byron, after starting up front, he led the first 62 laps, running 2nd now, but Jeremy Clements, currently 26th. He had a speeding penalty on lap 64.
Well, Rick, you updated Brendan Gaughan running in 14th while he is safely on the lead lap. His biggest adversary for this playoff run is the 16 of Ryan Reed, who's battling to try to stay on the lead lap. Only 5 points ahead of Brendan Gaughan for that cut line. This lap that the 16 is losing with 2 to go could be a big player in the playoff run.
And he just put him a lap down. Now he needs to stay The 16 needs to stay right on the back bumper of the 22 if he can, because if the 22 gets by the 39 before he gets back to the end of the stage, that would be the 39 that would have the free pass or possibility of the free pass. Ryan Sieg, we'll see if he's able to stay in front of him. No. So that means that while we see Ryan Blaney win the stage, Ryan Sieg will be the free pass recipient as the battle continues for a top 10 spot in this stage. Look how close it was there between Custer and Hemrick.
1 point by about 2 feet.
Ryan Blaney has led 57 laps of this race. Most importantly, that last lap, getting stage 2 win. Justin Allgaier currently running in the 4th position. We're going to take the perspective of what he sees. We're riding along the helmet cam for this restart.
Rolling fine at your door. Bumper, you're pulling in. Still fairly there, maybe, can't tell. Bumper, clear by half, clear, 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 clear. No run, pulling away. Good job.
Great restart for Justin Allgaier. Daniel Hemrick in the 21 falling back just a bit. And that outside line is Elliott Sadler trying to make the pass on the inside. Brennan Poole all over the back bumper of the 1. Close to contact there.
Elliott Sadler was behind the 21 and had all the air off his car, and then 3 wide behind him. Brendan Poole pulled right up behind him, pulled all the air off his rear spoiler as well. Elliott was along for the ride.
Able to keep it straight as he's chasing after Ty Dillon in the 3 just in front of him. It's been another great day for Junior Motorsports. Justin Allgaier, William Byron running 2nd and 3rd. Closing in on the final lap, and 1 lap to go. Ryan Blaney, after taking the lead, has been up front 135 laps. The 23-year-old looking for his 6th Xfinity Series win. This is the 60th start. As he comes out of turn 4, Blaney is going to win at the Monster Mile.
Good job, guys. That's awesome. What a car.
Already the 2nd win in just the 6 starts that he's been in this season. Justin Allgaier, William Byron, Daniel Hemrick, Brennan Poole, and Matt Tifft all in the playoffs. Finishing the top 6. Cole Custer with a great run, finishing 8th. Elliott Sadler, Mr. Consistency, hasn't been able to find victory lane this year, but continues to put together top 10 runs. That one a 9th place finish today. And Brendan Gaughan, I think you have to applaud the effort that Brendan Gaughan gave today as he finished 10th.
And now he'll get to celebrate in victory lane with his team. After celebrating with the crowd just a few moments ago. First of all, how cool for you to give the checkered flag to that young fan, Ryan. I got to ask you, though, your crew chief, Greg Irwin, told me that he thinks you're on a bit of a mental roll right now. He said he's fast in the Cup garage. He's fast when he comes here. Do you feel that same sense?
Yeah, I feel like we're really doing well right now. On both sides of it, you know, we obviously would like to be running a little bit better on the Cup side, but I can't complain. We've been pretty good the last month or so, but I can't say enough about this team. You know, I've had a handful of starts with them this year, and I think we're on 2nd. I can't even count how many times, and they deserve to win. They deserve the best, and they did a great job. I can't thank them enough for all the hard work they did. And Fitzgerald and Glatterkitz, my first one with them, so they're a great partner of ours, and just really cool to be in victory lane. I've never won here at Dover, so I've always wanted a monster as a kid, and I'm really excited to have one of those. But you know, Discount Tire, Rev Group, Snap-on, everything they do to put this car on the racetrack definitely means a lot, and definitely these guys behind me, it's pretty cool.